Welcome to Knugget, the children's podcast of bite-sized stories. In the charming town of Bumbleshire, where laughter bloomed as abundantly as the fruit, lived Toby the pet turtle. Toby was no ordinary turtle. He was Pippa the Panda's slow and steady sidekick. While Pippa bounded and pirouetted around, Toby preferred the quieter things, napping in sunbeams, munching on lettuce, and pondering life's mysteries, like why pears weren't shaped like stars. One breezy afternoon, Pippa came home singing her latest fruit-inspired tune. "Toby, Toby," she trilled, spinning dramatically. "I met the most wonderful dove today. Her name is Marigold, and she's a delight. But, she flew away before I could ask her to be my feathered friend." Toby blinked slowly. "So, you want me to find a bird?" Yes, Pippa explained. "With your sharp turtle senses and, unmatched speed, you're perfect for the job." Toby sighed, but deep down, he liked being useful. Plus, he was curious about this Marigold. Toby began his quest by sniffing around the garden. Truly a pointless exercise given his turtle nose, but it felt detective-like. Suddenly, a white feather floated down, landing on his shell. He tilted his head. Interesting. As he plodded toward the orchard, he met Benny the bee, who was still buzzing around with glitter balloons. "Hey, Toby. What's up?" "I'm looking for a dove. Seen any?" Benny zipped in a circle. "Oh, yes. I saw her near the sparkling pond. She was admiring her reflection. Very elegant, that Marigold." Toby nodded. "Thanks. Wanna come?" "Can't. I'm busy inventing glitter honey. Bye." Toby arrived at the sparkling pond just in time to see Marigold hop onto a lily pad. She tilted her head, preening her feathers like royalty. Toby cleared his throat. "Are you Marigold?" The dove fluffed up, startled. "Why, yes. And who are you?" "I'm Toby, Pippa's turtle. She said you're delightful and wanted to ask if you'd, be her bird buddy." Marigold blinked, then burst into laughter. "Pippa's sweet, but I'm not really into sitting still. I like adventures, dancing in the clouds, soaring through rainbows, you know." Toby frowned. "That's a problem. Pippa loves to stay on the ground. What if you're both too different?" Marigold thought for a moment. "I'll tell you what. I'll try it if you can catch me first." Toby sighed. Doves were fast and turtles were not. But he wasn't about to back down. As Marigold flitted and fluttered around the pond, Toby plodded forward with surprising determination. He toppled over mushrooms, got tangled in a spider web, and even accidentally sent a family of frogs into a fit of giggles. But just as Marigold looped back toward the water, Toby had an idea. He stopped, stretched out his neck, and waited. "What are you doing?" Marigold asked, intrigued. "Being patient," Toby said calmly. "It's what turtles do best." Marigold couldn't resist her curiosity, and she perched on a shell. "Well, aren't you clever? Okay, you win. I'll meet Pippa." When Toby returned home with Marigold perched proudly on his back, Pippa clapped her paws in delight. "Marigold, you're here. Let's be best friends forever." Marigold chuckled. "We'll see, Pippa. But if you promise to try flying someday, I'll stick around." "Deal." Pippa grinned, though Toby knew she had no plans of leaving the ground. From that day on, Toby and Marigold became unlikely pals. Toby admired her daring spirit, and Marigold found his slow wisdom oddly comforting. And while Pippa sang fruit songs, the three of them embarked on all sorts of silly adventures, because in Bumbleshire, opposites didn't just attract, they made the best of friends. That's all for today's episode of the Knugget Podcast, the children's podcast with bite-sized stories just for you. We hope you've enjoyed following along with the 12 days of Pippa the Panda's adventures. And hey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss a nugget-sized tale. Thanks for listening, friends. Until next time, bye-bye.